Hi, today we have Ms. Pritika Singh, who is the CEO and Director Planning and Strategy for Prayag Hospitals. I'm very delighted to welcome her on our fireside chat series. Okay, so Pritika, you are among the youngest CEOs in the healthcare industry. So I just want to know, how did you incline towards this profession, and what is it like to drive a chain of hospitals at such an age?
In my family, my parents are doctors, and my father wanted me to become a doctor. But unfortunately, studying science and math was not my cup of tea. I wanted to do what my mother is doing. So she's a doctor, but she used to run this show earlier. And I was very much inspired by my mother. And I always used to think, I never had a name, what I want to do. But I knew that I want to do what my mother is doing. So, and plus, when I was in class 11th, I had a subject called entrepreneurship that developed my interest in business. So I was firm that I want to do business, but what business I want to do, I had no idea. So when I was a kid in my childhood days, my parents used to come home and discuss each and every major topics with all the amongst three kids, so that we are well aware, because we are a very nuclear family. And it somewhere it just created an interest in me. So just right after my class 12th board, the next day I was in my office and I told my mother that I want to work here. I thought that I'll go and I'll be the boss, but she said no. Right now you have to work under the people, those who are working for me. So
Yeah.
I worked in my own company as an employee for 5 years, and that's how from where my journey started.
What is your overall experience, and what is your how do you like to drive a chain of hospitals at this age?
See, I drive a chain of hospitals not with an intention to have more luxurious life. I drive a chain of hospital with an intention of creating more jobs. And to create more jobs, I need to be financially very strong. So the whole intention behind, running more hospitals, running a chain of hospitals, and coming up with more hospitals, only to promote the healthcare. A lot of people, a lot of youngsters, they don't know what they should do. They don't have a proper guideline. So for me, running a hospital chain is not all about oneself motive. It is also about the society. You can earn, you can help the society, you can do everything, you can balance. Our medical industry is such a noble industry, and moreover, it looks like easy thing to join your family business and then come up with more hospitals, but trust me, it's not a cakewalk. So, as being a very young person in this industry, and at a such young age, I'm handling a position of a CEO. It's not an easy job, because when you go out, you see people elder to you, and they have huge experience, huge knowledge. So sometimes, people do underestimate you, and people do think that you are new, you have your family business, what you could do. So, these kind of challenges have definitely come across. And when I started working in my family business, and, the old employees, those who were working for us, so it was difficult for them to understand my vision, because they were somewhere comfortable with what my parents have showed them, that
Yeah.
this is what we're going to do. They were comfortable in their own working style. So
Mm.
people did not want it to change their working style. So there were times when people were there ki either we will work or Pritika will work. But I'm very grateful to my parents that they gave me this opportunity, and they supported me. They supported my vision. And today here I am.
Perfect. Perfect. So, if you look at the current pandemic, it has almost entirely changed how the healthcare industry in India operates. Okay. So, according to you, what are the changes you are actually driving in how Prayag hospitals operate?
So definitely, COVID pandemic has changed the whole way of doing business. Earlier, we used to, do more of staff trainings. Now we are also concerned about staff health. Our staff health is our first priority because, especially people working in healthcare industry, especially nurses, guards, drivers, GDAs, housekeeping, even doctors, they all are, always surrounded with multiple diseases, some very minor and some very acute and chronic. So, staff health, staff mental health is our first priority. And we keep a very close check of our staff illness, mental health, and their emotional health. Because giving a job to your staff, giving them good salary, does not guarantee you that they will be happy or they will give their best. So we have a segment in our hospital where we take care of our staff health very closely. We keep a check on each and every staff, their mental health, their emotional health, how's their relationship with their families, how their relationship with their colleagues in the hospital. So this has changed a lot. Earlier, our focus was not this. We used to, focus more on the yearly health checkups, doing a normal blood test. Now we have gone down in the roots. And plus, when you take care of your employees, it creates a connect. They don't want to leave you and go.
Yeah.
So yeah, and secondly, definitely we have the second focus has gone more on the infection control. So earlier we used to have weekly checks on infection control. Now we have daily checks on infection control.
Mhm.
Thirdly, the way we do business. Earlier we used to do a lot of cash business. Now the business has shifted towards the government. So we have a lot of government referral patients, and I think that's the coming future of healthcare industry.
Okay. Very
These are the changes
mhm.
that we are going through right now.
Very good. So, in the post-COVID 19 era, uh, the focus has somehow changed towards holistic health and wellness. They are basically taking the center stage. So, can you please talk about your approach towards holistic health and how alternative healing can work when medical science does not?
Yes. So we have a department of thought medicine, which was initiated by me in 2015. And in this department, you must have seen there are a lot of disease where medical science does not have any further suggestion to it. So if you say about, like, for example, there's a liver cirrhosis. The liver is damaged up to 80% and it's going further damage. Doctor recommend you go to a liver transplant. If there is a stone, kidney stone, doctors recommend for a kidney removal or a kidney transplant. And there are tumors in the body, and the very commonly today lifestyle diseases like BP, thyroid, diabetes. So medical science comes to an end in certain disease, but holistic healing, we believe that our brain is the most powerful thing on the planet, and we work on the brain. So every root cause of a disease is stress. It starts with stress. When the stress goes on and on, it occupies a particular body or an organ in our body. And there it starts, manipulating. And certainly you come up with a disease that, oh, I have a blood pressure problem. I have a diabetes. I have a thyroid. I have a arthritis. I have a cold shoulder problem. So what we do in this department, we do the brain mapping. We study the brain, right brain and left brain. Which part of the brain is working, how much and how efficiently it is working. After that, we design a therapies for the patient where we just calm down the mind. We work on the brain waves, theta waves, delta waves, gamma waves. We work on the brain waves. Our only core aim and agenda is to calm down the mind. The moment we calm down, we start the process of calming down the mind, the body automatically starts releasing some good hormones. And when the body starts the release of good hormones, you feel good naturally. And when you feel good naturally, your mind gets diverted from your disease, and it automatically adds up to the healing of your disease. Trust me, our brain is the most powerful thing. You can create a disease, you can imagine a disease, you can heal a disease.
Definitely, definitely. Okay, so we can also see that there is a dearth of healthcare professionals and world-class facilities in India if we talk about the healthcare. And so, how ready do you see India when it comes to any future pandemic situation?
Well, first of all, I don't feel there is a dearth of good hospitals and doctors and medical staff in our country. India is on the top 10 list of medical tourism even after the COVID pandemic. So I definitely not agree to that. If we talk about another COVID pandemic, if we talk about the another pandemic, definitely we are very much mentally prepared. If it comes to medicines, if it comes to technology, if it comes to beds, I think we are prepared. And we are not sure whether we'll have a third wave of COVID or there's something else going to come up. Because right now, their winters have started, especially in the northern part of the country. And we are still having dengue patients.
Yeah,
So somewhere the disease, the old disease, the new disease, it's changing its variants. So we have tackled COVID. We have tackled the dengue that came this year, which was very hilarious. There was shortage of bags, blood bags,
yeah,
apheresis bags in the country, and we are still managing it, and ahead also we'll manage it.
perfect, perfect. So, basically, healthcare players are also stressing on the need to leverage technology to deliver quality healthcare. Okay, so technology's role has become somehow very much crucial for a delivery of the healthcare. So, what are your recent technology initiatives, and what are the benefits that you are getting from those initiatives?
Well, you're right. Technology is getting faster day by day. So the core technology that we use, because we have a research department also in our hospital. So our core technology is we study the brain, because it is very important to study the brain, because sometimes the patient, he or she himself is sick and tired of the medical treatment, about the injections, the medicines, the chemicals, and the whole process. So I think studying the brain, because brain releases a maximum amount of good and the stress hormones, and that is the root cause of every disease. So our core technology is on the brain study. And rest, if we talk about, then yes, definitely, every year, earlier it used to happen every 5 years, a new technology used to come. But nowadays, every 6 months, there is a new technology. So technology upgradation keeps on happening. But sometimes we know that this is a certain technology where we should upgrade, but sometimes there is a harm to the human life. So in that case, we don't go for the upgrade of the technology.
Okay, very good. So, can you also talk about your recent uh,
Sorry.
can you also talk about your recent achievements in terms of business growth, expansion, and any achievement, any other achievement that you would like to mention?
I think the biggest achievement, I would say that for me is at such a young age, I'm handling a group of hospitals is the biggest achievement in itself. Plus, we have employees working with us in the past 20 years, 25 years. And they work under me now, under my vision. And they honor and respect my vision. So I think this is the biggest achievement I feel I can have. And the acceptability of me in the healthcare industry is very respectful, and people are accepting me. So I think that is the biggest achievement I feel.
Okay, okay. And could you also talk about your recent revenue growth? Because I could see, I mean, and some of your expansion plans as well. Uh, I believe you have got some expansion plans in northern India and Uh, would you like to talk about that as well?
Sure. So when I started the company, we had a very low revenue margins, and today we are on a every year we have a growth of 35 to 40%
Very
of profits in our turnovers.
good. Mhm.
And when I joined the family business, we were one hospital. Today we are three, and now we are coming up in Mathura, and we are coming up in Uttarakhand, in
Very,
Dehradun and Khatima with our branches. And
very.
we aim to work with the government
Mhm.
because the future lies in the government and the referral patients that we get. Because the real patient, those who need treatment, those who need proper guiding. Because in the healthcare industry right now, also a lot of people are misguided and they don't know about their rights.
Okay.
So our plan is to work very closely with the government. We want to reach the masses. Our
Mhm.
whole idea is to reach the masses and be a very transparent healthcare provider.
Okay. So, can you also explain a bit about your collaboration with government, means the kind of work that you are doing with along with government? How exactly are you doing it?
So with the government, we are impaneled with various government organizations like CGHS, ECHS, CRPF, Delhi Metro, ESIC, which is Employee Health Scheme of India. So we work very closely with the government. Plus, we are also working with CRPF, where on a monthly basis we organize seminars over there for the mental health. We are also promoting mental health because I think we are already in a second pandemic, which is mental health. A lot of depression, a lot of anxiety patients, a lot of suicidal cases have increased. You
Yeah.
must have seen that either somebody is going through a financial crunch, or somebody is going through a relationship problem, or somebody somewhere is going through a health problem. So these
Yeah.
are the three top problems where the common man is facing right now, because everything has been shattered because of COVID pandemic. So it has been impact. So the mental health has been impacted a lot. Kids have recently started going to the hospital, to the school now, and some are going very freely. Some are going still. They are very scared to go. So we are working very closely on the mental health with the government, with CRPF, because
Mhm.
these people they live very far away from their family,
Yeah.
and their stress and their you know when you live far away from your family, even you get a one phone call, which is not a good phone call. It leads to a lot of stress. So our Department of Thought Medicine works very closely with the CRPF government, where we counsel them. Every month we have a seminar over there where we teach them how you can change your lifestyle, how you can change your negative thinking to a positive thinking.
Mm.
So we are doing all of this, and we are also going in the jails of UP where we teach the criminals how to meditate, coming up with a background of that, yes, that they have done something wrong due to which they are behind the bars, but they have time now. They can learn the art of meditation. They can become a better human being once they are out, or they can do something while they are inside.
Very, very good. So, can you also talk about your top five focus areas for the next couple of years, or maybe 4 or 5 years from now?
My personal top five goals or professional top five goals?
Professional.
Professionally.
Yeah.
So the first top goal is to come up with a group of hospitals where we work very transparently,
Mm.
and we can guide people about their rights, because a lot of people they are eligible for a free treatment. They don't have to pay anything from the pocket.
Yeah.
Secondly, is to encourage the youth to choose their profession in healthcare industry, because it's a very noble industry. You can earn money also, and you can give back to the society also. Thirdly, promoting more mental health awareness, because people are not aware about their mental health. And fourthly, I would say that for the next 5 years, our target is to create 5,000 jobs. And to create 5,000 jobs, we'll have to open more hospitals, more tie up with the government, a huge, big Prayag family. Fifth, I would say that, the all the staff those who work for us, they should definitely know a healthy way of living, because we promote healthy way of living within the organization. And so these are the top five goals.
Perfect, perfect. So very good, very good, very well articulated. So, my last question is that, as a women leader of an industry which is still underrepresented by women in leadership positions, so what is your message for women who aspire to lead the healthcare industry?
Well, thank you so much for calling me a leader. And the message that I would like to give to all the women is that if you want to do something in life, take a stand for yourself. Because I see a lot of women, they want to do something, then they have excuses. If you want to do something for yourself, take a stand for yourself, balance your life. And before balancing your life, you need to balance your mind. Because healthy mind leads healthy body, and healthy body and healthy mind can do wonders on this planet. So it is very important to take a stand for you. A lot of women I see, even in my office, that I've got married now and I can't work. So when you are unmarried, you have very big goals, and certainly when you are married, I have seen a lot of women, they cut down their goals. So I would say, if you're really passionate about something, just take a stand for yourself. Don't be focused on big salaries, high packages, or high positions. Just keep on, just be committed to yourself, have integrity, because I personally believe that how you are in one area of your life is how you are in every area of your life. So commitment, passion is very important. So be
Very.
passionate.
So thanks a lot. That's all from my side. Thanks a lot for being connected with us.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.